Welcome to Southern Spotlight, where we bring you the best of what's happening around campus. I'm Rachel Rose.
And I'm Corey Hall. We have everything from campus events to student opportunities and Owls athletics.
We're taking a look inside the TV Club, checking out creative showcases across campus.
And we'll hit the field with Southern baseball. But first, students know joining a club is a great way to meet new people. Reporter Hannah Lopez takes a look at a club that meets in a very familiar place, right here in this TV studio.
If you're into movies, news, or podcasts, Southern has the club for you. Whether you want to be in front of the camera or behind it, there's something for everyone.
It's a way for them to not just think, hey, I love movies, let's do movies, let's get active.
TV Club is a student-run organization. It creates a space for people to use and practice their creative skills. Anyone can join.
Potential members should come on with an open mind. It is important that they are able to work in a collaborative environment that TV Club offers.
It is a great place for students from any major to get experience with film and media production. Every other week, the club does their news show.
They come into the control room or the studio floor and they get to learn what it's like to be in a live production scenario.
Students get to try out all of the different positions. They can see what they like and what they don't. Not only do they run the show, they also produce it. Members will anchor, film packages, or podcasts, and make all of the content for the show. This club gives you the chance to work with other people on things that you may have never done before.
This is a way for them to enhance their skills, develop their skills. I personally think that it's helped me be more confident in my skills and practice my skills outside of my courses.
The club also has different events like general members meetings, movie nights, and SCUF. SCUF is the Southern Connecticut University Film Festival that happens every year during the spring semester. Students get to show off the films they've been working on for the past year.
Personally, it's very nerve-wracking for me to watch my own film in front of others because I'm worried of what they might think or what they or how they'll react. So I'm not really watching it. I'm watching people watch it.
Joining a club like this can be fun, but it can also prepare you for the future. Working on TV Club's e-board is a paid position that looks great on a resume. You can learn new skills, try something you've never done before,
Okay, quiet on set.
and make new friends. Southern has lots of clubs to choose from, so find one that interests you.
We also saw the annual art fair on campus this spring. It's hosted by the Student Art League, and it provides more than just a chance for student artists to display their work. It also creates opportunities to connect with others, build a sense of community, and bring more attention to creativity on campus. Those are things that don't always happen.
It's so great for when you're an artist, having the opportunity to showcase your work, to promote your work. So it's just really great to have the opportunity to be able to be around other artists and showcase your work to the world. It's just really awesome.
The event also gives artists a chance to network, gain exposure, and highlight the importance of student involvement, all while creating spaces for creativity on campus.
The graphic design showcase currently on display on campus shows off plenty of creativity. You can't buy their art, but you can see some of their work by seniors in a capstone exhibition. Taylor Mapes has more from the Bewley Art Gallery.
My stuff for my portfolio, I ended up choosing the best work that I enjoy working on.
At Bewley Library, the Senior Graphic Design Exhibition brings together capstone projects that reflect months, sometimes years of creative development. Students carefully select pieces that not only showcase technical skill, but also represent their personal voices as emerging designers.
The type I did by hand completely. And then this last one is a combination of the three.
From handcrafted type to mixed media design, each project highlights a different skill set, blending traditional techniques with modern tools.
Recent work, my package is from endangered animals in Mexico, being transported into coffee bags, and one of my type 1 poster series of climate change. And definitely my most favorite one, that my title sequence from the first try, one of the that I work on, type 2.
From concept to final product, students are presenting work that tells stories, raises awareness, and highlights their individual design perspectives. For these seniors, the exhibition isn't just a final project, it could be a launchpad into the professional world.
It's networking. I'm handing out, pens and business cards, and we can make potential clients here. And so, that's very important. And obviously, getting your work out there, something people take pictures, save memories.
But the exhibition isn't just about what's on the walls, it's about connection, a space where creativity meets opportunity.
We did one Valentine's Day theme event where we sold candy, and we did face painting and caricatures. To the second event, it was last week, and we did more face painting and caricatures because it was such a big hit at the first. The money that we made just came from generous donations for our GoFundMe. We got really lucky. We had a lot of supportive family and friends come out and help us do this.
Our exhibition for seniors of the graphic design major was a huge hit. And look out next time if you want to catch this amazing event. Make sure you check out your emails to see what events are popping at Southern Connecticut State University. I'm Taylor Mapes at Southern Connecticut University.
Also inside Bewley Library, the Makerspace gives students a place to create. With tools like sewing machines and 3D printers, students can turn ideas into real projects.
It allows them to learn how to do things for themselves, to find things for themselves and not just rely on others, because I think within this generation we do kind of have crutches, and I think when you come here you have to learn to do it on your own. So if you want to do the sewing machine, you have to learn how to do that on your own.
Campus, students can make something here and take it with them. Time may pass there, but it's time well spent.
One of Southern's other hidden gems in the library is the Career Closet. Students can pick from a selection of professional shirts, jackets, pants, shoes, and accessories. Once you find something you like, you sign it out and it's yours to keep. All of the items are donated, which allows the closet to make everything free.
Having them keep it is because your career never really stops, and for you to having to bring these clothes back and coming back to get it, it kind of interrupts the process. So we thought it was best to have them keep it so that whenever they do have an internship or interview, they can just have the clothes on hand instead of having to come back and get it and return it.
The Career Closet is a great way to start your professional clothing collection. At this point in students' lives, the need for business wear is only going to increase. So before you spend money at a regular store, check out the Career Closet first.
If your interest is in history, a weekly meeting here is in the present features the fast-paced Wikipedia speedrun. Every Wednesday, the History Club gets together and plays. Arcadia So has a look at who has the lowest numbers.
Inside Engelman Hall, C-140 at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., History Club meeting. Inside the room, the History Club is doing a Wikipedia speedrun game. Current e-board member, James Clinton, is the treasurer of the History Club.
History Club is an amazing group of people who are all interested in history and meet once a week to discuss history. And we play a lot of different fun games related to history. And yeah, we just have a good time. And the e-board is I'm the treasurer, so I help manage the club's funds. And so that includes whenever we go on trips, I'm responsible for helping my other fellow e-board members purchase the tickets, figure out what's in our budget and what's not in our budget, and just being responsible for our money. So.
Inside the room C-140, this Arcadia So, I'm sign off for today.
Lab hours give students the time and space they don't always have during class. While lectures focus on instruction, these lab hour sessions are designed for completing work and solving problems.
Like the environment where we're working on things like in the classroom itself, which can help just like you be in the right mindset. But also because this allows for if there's printer problems or you don't have the ability to do things at home, or you need the bigger screens or whatever it is, there isn't always the time to do things in the class.
They also provide a backup for students who miss class or fall behind. They offer reliable space to catch up and stay on track, but they also are heavily encouraged by the professions.
In a different kind of space, students at Southern are finding more than just a place to work out. Students are using the Moore Fieldhouse for lots of different reasons.
Come into the Fieldhouse for a lot of different reasons. Some are just trying to get a workout in, others are looking for a break from everything going on. But once they're here, it becomes more than that. It's a place to clear your head, spend time with your friends, and just reset for a bit.
I think it's super important for a campus to have a space like this because it gives students peace of mind knowing that they could have a place to connect with their friends, meet new people, and try to get out of their comfort zone, especially when you're living away from home. This is your home away from home, from like your family and stuff like that. So being able to build a community and having this space is really important for students.
Not everyone who comes here is an athlete. This isn't just for teams or competition. Students come here to stay active.
I think people don't realize that it's welcoming to everybody. It's not just athletes, even though this is, the field house where athletics is held. Really, open rec and swim is open to any person that is enrolled in school here. And I think it's a great way, especially when it's cold out, to get out and try new things and be active.
In here, it's not just about getting a workout in. It's about staying consistent, showing up, putting the work in, and pushing yourself a little more each time, and being around people who take it seriously.
Something that inspires me or lifts me up from being here is probably being surrounded by a bunch of great athletes as well as myself and my teammates, and being able to be surrounded by people who like to try hard and work hard.
Once students get moving, it's a different kind of focus. You have to stay locked in and keep up with what you're doing, and for a lot of students, that carries over onto the court, where they can turn that focus into something competitive.
It brightens my mood, If I'm having a bad day, I go play basketball, then my mood just, it gets better.
On the court, everything moves a little faster. Students are reacting, competing, and staying in the game. But what you see out here isn't the only way students use this space.
Not everyone uses the field house in the same way. Yes, a big part of it is open rec and hanging out with your friends, but others do rely on it for things like rehab and recovery. Though you may not notice it at first, it is a big part of how the space is used.
I think we have some kids that come in for rehab, like if they're on the football team and they got injured and they come for rehab. Obviously, rehab sucks for anyone that has ever been injured in any type of sport or in life. And so definitely being able to move their body in a way that's healthy for them in that current moment definitely leaves them being happy.
The field house is open Monday through Thursday from 6:30 to 9, run by RecFit student employees and staff. It gives students a chance to come in when it fits their schedule, whether it's a quick visit or part of their routine. It's a space students keep coming back to throughout the week, and sometimes it's just about enjoying where you are.
Live, love, Southern.
Sticking with sports, Southern's head baseball coach, Tim Shea, has now reached 600 career wins.
That makes him the winningest coach in program history. But reporter Draven Dabrowski shows that Shea says his real legacy will be the relationships he's built along the way.
100 wins is a milestone few coaches ever reach. But for Southern Connecticut State baseball head coach Tim Shea, it's just another chapter in a career built right here in New Haven.
It means I coached a lot of great players and I had a lot of great assistant coaches. I'm a very small piece, so a lot of credit. In fact, almost all the credit goes to those guys.
Shea's connection to Southern goes back decades. A former player and team captain, he credits his time here and the coaches around him for shaping who he is today. He eventually made the move from player to assistant and never left.
I realized that, this is where I was kind of meant to be. I just enjoyed the environment here at Southern as a player and then as a coach. And I'm fortunate I was able to make my whole career here at one spot. We're here!
After taking over the program in 2002, Shea quickly turned Southern into a contender, building toward a College World Series appearance just a few years later.
Within 4 years, we were in our first College World Series. A lot of it had to do with, having a very good brand new facility. But also, the players bought in, the assistant coaches did a great job.
But while the wins have added up, players say it's the way Shea pushes them that stands out the most.
He's a tougher type of coach, but it makes you into the type of player that you want to be because he doesn't baby you.
That approach, players say, goes beyond baseball, helping shape them on and off the field.
One thing he's helped me with is really being level-headed through your good and bad, like not getting too high, not getting too low, and that's something I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
And for Shea, that's what matters most.
It's not about the wins or the losses. It's the potential impact that I could have had on all these guys. Hopefully, as they said, I could have been a small piece who they became, and they become, you know, good citizens, good husbands, good fathers, good professionals.
Even after 600 wins, the goal hasn't changed.
I'm trying to bring a national championship to my alma mater, and it drives me. You know, it drives me to try to get us over that top and get us back to the World Series and try to compete for a national championship.
From player to coach, Tim Shea has been a part of Southern baseball history for decades. And now 600 wins later, his impact is being felt by every player who steps on this field. From Southern Connecticut State University, I'm Draven Dabrowski.
Finally, a local professor is balancing more than just his teaching plans. He's built a routine that'll takes place in the kitchen before he ever steps onto campus.
For Tim Bristol, the day doesn't start in the classroom. It starts in the kitchen. Before he teaches, before students walk in, he's already preparing something completely different. A way for his customers at Epic Taste to enjoy his bagels made from scratch.
I've worked for a lot of people. I've had a lot of jobs. I was a manager at Panera Bread for a while, and I was really burnt out by that. And I had a friend who had the money, the investment money to put into a food truck. And I liked working for myself. I liked sort of creating my own schedule and not having to worry about bosses and all that stuff. So we sold the food truck last year, but I still wanted to do something sort of entrepreneurial, and I kind of always am trying new things, so everything sort of snowballed from there.
But for Tim, his routine does not stop in the kitchen.
Mentor at Southern, Professor Wharton, we were just talking, and he was saying that he needed someone to teach an intro to sociology class. And I kind of jokingly said, oh, I'll teach it. I was excited about it. Like, it's a career goal of mine to be a professor. I was telling my wife the other day, it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like I get to go and teach my class. Like, I am not a morning person. Waking up before 7 a.m. is dreadful. But because I'm waking up at 7 a.m. to go teach a class, I don't mind it. Being a professor at Southern is kind of one of my goals. It's the dream job.
In whichever way life takes Tim, he knows he has a great furry friend at home to come back to.
So how were the bagels?
Very good. I had to make sure I got a box myself. Well, that wraps up today's Southern Spotlight. Thanks for joining us.
Enjoy the summer break, and we'll see you next year.